Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go, let's bring it. Let's bring it.
A quick throw here out to Cobb. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Hey, kill. 41's the mic. Check 41. Don't get nothing.
On third down, it's Prescott. Cooper's got it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
41's the mic.
On first and 10, Prescott. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give them 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, first and 10 at the 42-yard line. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. He's got the first down here inside the 30 and all the way down to the 25-yard line. Give them 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Let's go, team. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day. We're going to 54. Why is 41.
Prescott looks to throw on first. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Second and goal at the 5-yard line.
Back at the 5-yard line now, second and goal.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D.
On second down, it's Pollard. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Prescott on third and goal. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Julian Love, the rookie from Notre Dame, there to get a hand in. Well, that's a perfect example of how he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's game. He is just all around the football right now, isn't he?
That he is, and it's funny because I talked with the coaching staff about drills that they do in practice, and one of them is called matching hands. And as soon as that hand is launched by the quarterback, you throw up the opposite hand and match that hand with the QB, and oftentimes you're able to knock it away, as we just saw there.
And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
Ready.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. Here's Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Jordan.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Got a man, Slayton. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a 1st down. When you give up points on the opening drive, in this case a field goal, you'd hate to go 3 and out. They avoid that.
They do, and it's also walking that fine line mentally, too, as a coach, isn't it? Because you want to emphasize to your team exactly what you said. All right, we gave up a field goal. Let's go back and at least equal that, guys. But if we don't, you don't want them to feel like it's the end of the world either. Nice that they were able to pick up the 1st down there, help them relax a little bit.
Now Jones throwing the out route incomplete. That's Jordan. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 45-yard line.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Throwing Jones. Over the middle, complete. It's Jordan. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
1st down, New York.
Jones heading up here, 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Jones now operating from the gun. That's complete to Slayton. A good pickup there, a 22.
Okay, I'm not so great at math, but I just looked over at our statistician, Marvin, and he signaled to me 5 for 5 to get things started here on this opening drive. Where I come from, that's pretty good.
That is pretty good. Now, what do you do defensively to adjust?
Well, this is where you got to make a decision as a defensive coordinator. Do you really get after the quarterback? Or maybe you tighten down on the receivers, bump them off of their routes, chip away at their timing so things aren't as precise as they've been so far in this game.
Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Mike 54. Mike 54.
2nd and 1. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Davante Adams, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Giants have taken the lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that.
Toe
Super toe.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. He's crashing.
1st down, and it's Pollard again. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line.
Now a loose football. The ball comes out. They'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
'47. 41. We've got to wedge that, huh? All day, punk. 26.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Daquan Jones able to record his 5th sack of the season. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And some space here. The 40. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley, 82 yards. And the Giants strike quickly here for 6 points. Well called, well blocked, and then he just made a great play. That was an athlete going a long way.
Yeah, how about the suddenness to it? Just getting there and taking off and going. For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10.
Going to 53. 41. Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. Check 99. Check 99. Here we go, 47. 26.
Prescott on 1st down. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Check 41. Let's pick it up. It's our time, guys. Our time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field. Here we go. Going to 54. Going to 54. Line in. All day, dog. Hey, kill. 126.
Prescott to throw it. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Looking to throw. Prescott. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike. Tackles.
Hey, high 7.
54.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Jones, and finding the tight end Hooper. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant 1st down. Jones heading up here 1st and 10. And he's 8 for 8 now, throwing the ball to start the game. Barkley on 1st down, going to work his way forward only for about a couple there. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. The throw over the middle, taken in. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
That one is caught by Hunt. The 3rd down run gets them nothing. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Prescott. Connects here with the tight end, Blake Jarwin. He's at the 50. 30. A big play there on the catch and run. 65 yards. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
Got an open man, the tight end, Jarwin. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Let's make these babies crawl all the way back.
Mike, kill.
To the air again, Prescott. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13.
Hey, 47. 41's the mic. 41's the mic. Check. Yeah. You don't want none.
Prescott toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Intended that time for Cooper, and it's 3rd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
41 Mike. 41 Mike. Wild Bill. Mike 41.
3rd and long for Prescott. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Dexter Lawrence, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Tavecchio puts this one through, and that will finish off this 3rd quarter of play. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game, as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick.
Get ready.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. Pretty solid run here on 1st down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And he's got some space here. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards.
That was a heck of a sprint. Tried to get to the end zone. Didn't quite get there. Just short, out of bounds at the 2-yard line. I know the defense is relieved he didn't get to the end zone. And the guy who was carrying the ball, a little frustrated. He didn't make it all the way.
54 Mike. 54 Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. You get blocked, Reed.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Ricky Seals-Jones, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game. In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 13. throwing. Prescott. He's got the connection to Cooper. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 23 yards, the final tally. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run with Pollard, and the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
We own it. We own it.
Back. Hey, kill. No trade.
From the 38, Prescott. Looking for Cooper, that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
47.
Here's Pollard. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Prescott nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Daquan Jones in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
Here we go, 46.
Hey, 4-1 Mike. Danny.
Prescott from the gun. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And it's a fumble. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And they are going to set up sharp at the 40-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive...
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Throwing on 1st down. Jones gets this out to Saquon Barkley. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And finally marked down at the 23. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Mike 55.
From the 17, Jones. It's caught here by Adams. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down.
Here we go.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
60 outlaw.
Go.
Go out.
Set.
They'll try and run forward with Barkley. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Second down and goal. Jones. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Intended for Darius Slayton. Incomplete. It's third down and goal at the 9-yard line.
This is third and goal now. 80,000 on their feet here in Arlington. Here's Barkley. A spin. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. So on 4th down, on comes the Giants kicker, Aldrick Rosas. Back now in Arlington. It's the Giants with the football and also the lead as we get set to start quarter number 4. And Rosas puts this one through. And that will make this now an 18-point ball game. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down. But don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
41's the mic. 41's the mic. Hey, kill.
On third down, it's Prescott. He's got his target. It's Cobb. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 21 yards there on third down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Prescott's throw going to be caught by Gallup. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. Prescott now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Now Prescott. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. They'll throw again. Prescott. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. Prescott yet again. And he's He's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 31-yard line.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
41 Mike. 41 Mike. Here we go, D. Come again. Here I come.
From the red zone now, Prescott under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
3 down. Hey, 4-1 Mike. 4-1 Mike.
To throw is Prescott. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. Prescott on 3rd and 2. Throw right side, taken in by Gallup. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Three red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more on 2nd and goal here. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drop.
Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
He's saying afternoon to forget, absolutely. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Xavier Woods, the free safety, up to make the tackle.
Right there. 54 Mike. Watch the slip.
At the 13-yard line.
They'll go to Barkley again. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now. Ready. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
I'm coming after you.
So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Smoke. 2.
Jones throwing on 3rd and long. Catch made by Slayton. And they work this out past the 25. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
At the 31-yard line.
Break. 54, right there. 54, Mike. Look at me. Score.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Go. Run. A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
He wasn't ready. On the double. Mike's 54. Hey, wahoo. Mike 5-4. Defense.
Now Jones from the gun on 3rd down. That's complete to Slayton. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion. They'll run on 1st down. It's Hunt. Tackle made there by Chidobe Awuzie. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second.